Good. What's going on, Phil?
Dude, I haven't seen you in a while, huh? Yes, how was your trip?
Good.
Yeah,
Hot, but good.
Thailand?
Yeah,
Check
yeah.
it out.
So went there for 5 days, hung out, a lot of swimming in the pool, a lot of good food, cheap good food. I didn't plan on going somewhere hotter than South Korea, but that's what happened. I've got some questions. I know posting in like the Discord, you kind of mentioned the Git and getting those green bubbles, and so I also want to get into that offline. And so when we get back into this, what we're doing today, and then back into the thing, I can start, earning my stripes, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, we do have to have that meetup, soon.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to lessons and we're gonna go to DOM manipulation.
Okay.
All right. So
On Zoom in front of me, looking at your screen, and then I have the actual live share on the right on my other monitor.
cool, cool. So JavaScript can be used to manipulate the DOM. So you know how before I was like when we are going to the project, we had a Node.js project that was serving the
Mm-hmm.
backend, it was serving, and you were like, this is pretty cool. So that JavaScript, so this gets confusing because the server
Mm-hmm.
JavaScript and the browser JavaScript are totally different, not like totally different, they're the same
Mm-hmm.
syntax, but they get run by a different engine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Client JavaScript is used more for like the brains of your website, like making animations, doing all this kind of stuff. And then the server JavaScript is used like as a server language. So like handling the requests, talking to the database, um, handling some like cron jobs, like schedule jobs. I'll
Mm-hmm.
talk about those. So like you know how there's like jobs that like you have to handle like once a minute or once every 5 minutes or weekly, and that's called a cron job. And
Are you saying cron?
yes,
CRON.
yeah. It's not the other one.
Okay.
It's a cron job. It's a chronological job, I think it's short
Okay.
for. And so today, what you can control the DOM with, right? There are things like making so the DOM tree or whatever is like it's like header tags. It's HTML, right?
Mm-hmm.
Header, div, span, and then you have like attributes and stuff like ID and class and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can target these and control them with your JavaScript in the browser. So uh, I think the DOM stands for Document Object Model. Let me just confirm that real quick. Yeah, Document Object Model. So it's like a tree structure of like how the HTML looks, and you call it DOM because there's a bunch of documents, there's a bunch of elements, and it's storing the head and the body and all this kind of stuff. So we're going to kind of like go through a lesson of like how to change like so like on a website, have you ever like seen anything cool? Like I don't know, like maybe there was like a button there and then when you hovered over it, it turned bigger and it made like some flashing effect or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
So that's all JavaScript, or like when you go to a website and like a header slides in from the left and then the body slides in from the right, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think you could do a CSS, but this is all running in the JavaScript, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or like uh what we're doing in the email generator, right? Like inputting some input somewhere and then all of a sudden you see all your inputs with questions and you see it all filled out, you know?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that is all like JavaScript. It's like the
Mm-hmm.
brains of your website, right? Like HTML, I always think of kind of like the skeleton. The CSS is kind of like the clothes, and then the JavaScript is kind of like the brains and the spirit of the website.
Okay.
So JavaScript can be used to manipulate the DOM. Oh crap, I had a note here. Document object model. I didn't even need to look it up. So of a web page, the DOM is a tree-like structure. So I know that sounds complicated, and like a tree is like have you ever heard of trees in like programming?
No, I'm
Okay.
thinking of like things branching off.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I guess I said branching off like that's cheating because branches aren't trees. But I'm thinking of when decision making tree, like or something like a flow chart type thing. That's my only reference.
That's
Like
exactly
if somebody clicks here, then this thing happens, and if they don't, then I guess that's what I'm thinking of. Decision tree, maybe like in a video game reference.
that's exactly it. So if you just come here, so like a tree is kind of like this, right? Let's go here, and then this is gonna be hard. It's gonna be a tough task. Hold on, make it look cool, and then basically you're saying like like this is the decision tree you're talking about is actually a binary tree, right? So it
Mm-hmm.
goes down and it's like a yes or a no,
Yeah,
right? So you're talking about like this kind of thing, right?
exactly. Bless you.
It's not Corona. I guarantee you. I took
Oh,
it.
it is. And you guys got the whole Discord group sick.
Oh, how? So this is basically like what you call a binary tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's rules of a tree, right? I'm going a little bit off topic here, but um like this is a very programmatic thing, and then people will tell you like, okay, like how do you traverse through a binary tree? And then you have like a parent node, and then that parent node always has two children nodes.
Mm-hmm.
Child can never have two parents, right? Because a parent, like there's rules like that. What I think more of like a DOM tree is like a heap. So that's like when a parent can have like multiple children, like you say it could be like this, right? Which is kind of more like a heap.
Are you saying heap?
Heap, like HEAP.
I have no idea what that
Okay,
is.
okay. You're seeing my screen?
Yep.
All right, so let's see. Heap is kind of like because right now we just said a parent has two children, but like
Mm-hmm.
now like maybe a heap you can have like a parent that has three children, so it's not a binary tree, but it's like a heap. Uh, It's not like that important to know, but
Mm-hmm.
these are like kind of like algorithms how they work. So like are you seeing here like how it has
Yeah, the
like
Fibonacci heap.
Fibonacci heap is like a very good algorithm for searching something. Um, I'll teach you about that later if you want to.
Yeah.
But these are not like it's just concepts that you kind of need to learn later on to kind of like speed in your code. So like
Okay.
you're not just going through a for loop like 0 through 1 to 2 to 3. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you're trying to look at like a parent, like maybe 0, and then you start looking at the next two, and then you start looking at the two next like this, and then that's a parent. Um, it's a little bit complicated, but it just basically just a way to make your program run faster. Um,
Okay.
like
Like
later on, you're gonna
searching for patterns versus the actual.
exactly. So like and HTML, like people want to think like, oh, it's just HTML, but actually like the document object model, the DOM, is called a
Mm-hmm.
tree. So like you can traverse through like a whole HTML in like a very fast way if you need to later and with an algorithm. And um I don't know why I got so off topic there, but I just wanted to tell you like HTML is a tree structure. So
Okay.
and that's why like people will ask you in coding tests or something like, "Oh, can you work with a binary tree or a tree?" And it's like, dude, what the fuck does this have to do with like my programming? Like
Mm-hmm.
in the end, later on, if I just are you looking at my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just like look at these elements, right? You have like a parent. Let's say the body is like a parent, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
inside of there, you have a bunch of inputs, input, and then you have another parent that has a child, and then that has a child. Like it's a tree, right? It goes in and it goes it's pretty deep. So I just went a little bit off topic there, but it's just like the things are there to
Dude,
kind of see if you can traverse through the HTML DOM tree.
dude,
So
Min loves it when you go off topic. Don't worry.
I know I've noticed. I've noticed. And anyways, so all right. Well, now we got that out of the way. So the DOM is like a tree-like structure that represents the elements of a web page. It can be accessed and modified using JavaScript. I'm just gonna read that one more time so Mintu has a hard time editing it. All
Okay.
right. Okay, so JavaScript can be used to manipulate the DOM, the document object model of a web page. The DOM is a tree-like structure that represents the elements of a web page. It can be accessed and modified using JavaScript. So, so you can access like the DOM with JavaScript. So in a script inside of the body. So there's like things like get element by ID, and you know what IDs are, right? They're kind of like class selectors. Yeah. And then inside of there, there's like a bunch of attributes like inner HTML, style, inner text, and you can manipulate that element with JavaScript, which is pretty cool. And you have things like so get element by ID. Usually when you're using ID, you only have one of those elements,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's like the correct way to do it. And then there's get elements by class name, which gives you an array. So class is used a lot for overlapping styles in your code. So like say you need a button, that's like the generic default button of your app, right?
Mhm.
You're not going to write that style over and over again. You're just going to make a class called default button or button 1, button 2, button 3, or like form button, and then you're going to slap that class onto any button in your website.
Right, right.
A website isn't random, right? A website following the UI, the design pattern, it's very consistent. They're not going to have all of a sudden like 50 pixel wide button, 50, and they have a 50 pixel wide button, and all of a sudden they have a 55 pixel width button, and then a 60 pixel width button. If the website's really big, but you're probably gonna stick with just like three
Yeah, like,
solid buttons that keeps on getting used. So I like to think of it kind of like Legos. You make pieces of Lego, and then you just slap those Legos together, and you can make an app.
okay. So like a standardize some stuff with the class.
Exactly. Like shared. I call them. I like in my mind. I just call them like shared styles, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. So then there's document.query selector, right? So we're saying document every single time because the document is talking about the whole DOM because it's a document object model. So document query selector is so you know CSS, there's like you can put like a hashtag container or period default button. So query selector gets a little bit more powerful because CSS selectors are pretty powerful. If you take a look here at Zoom, I think I showed you this on a different day, but like say I just click this div inside of here, right? Oh, this one has an ID, so you know Zoom has a whole bunch of IDs. Crap. This one has a class. So if
Oh,
I did
you have the tools open.
I have the dev tools open. Like there's like a div inside of here. I could right click on one and then I could just yeah, wrap. All right. All right. So I could say like copy selector inside of the HTML, and then I would get something back there, right? It would be the ID of content wrapper and the image inside. So query.
Oh, that's right. That's the query selectors that we're gonna capture those cookie crumbs left to the actual thing we want to change or
So
select.
yeah, so it's a little bit more powerful than just saying get this ID, get this class. You can
Boom! I
actually,
got it. I don't know what you did, but now I see your tools.
oh, okay. Well, so you can actually, it's magic, but you can actually get a little bit more in depth. Say you only want the default buttons inside of the class of form containers, right? So then you could actually just say like, you know, class form container with the what is this, greater than sign, the class default button. And you can get a little bit more descriptive of your query selectors and select your elements in a more intelligent way. And then there's but query selector will only give you back one, right? It'll give you back the first found element that you're looking for, and then query selector all will give you all of those elements, right? So query selector and query selector all can do what get element by ID or get elements by class name can do, but they're just a little bit more malleable. They're a little bit more flexible. So also now attributes can be accessed and modified using the get attribute or set attribute method. So attributes inside of like elements are like the class, ID, let's say SRC for source for image, or I don't know, like type or value or any of those properties that you're putting inside of the tag, you know, like
Is that like bold and italics type of thing? Just talking about just straight like an A tag. Like what tag are you talking about?
so like let's say you have a div, right? So the attributes inside of here that you could put, so say I put like an ID equals shade div, right? So then I said then I said const element equals document dot get element by ID shade div, right? So then if I said element dot set attribute
Oh, so then I could go like
class,
the
I don't know, like make blue, right? So then so say then we had like say we had like a style tag like this, and then we had some kind of make blue
class that said like
class that said background
background. Okay.
color blue. you could just set the you could set the attributes. So in the end, what this would do, right,
Mm-hmm.
would make this div look like this.
Okay. So when we're talking attributes, I'm thinking of like all the CSS properties. I could be like set attribute, border radius, background color, font size, alt, like, bold, like font family. Those are all the attributes we're talking about, or is there something else I'm missing?
No, so those are CSS properties or CSS attributes, you could call those. But what you could actually do are like these are attributes, like props. You see this ID is an attribute. Class is
Mhm.
an attribute. What else could be an attribute? Could be an attribute.
Okay. So this is where if our style was actually back in its own separate file of CSS, then going through on our website and somebody clicks on this button and then we say, hey, now this button, once it's clicked, we set the attribute to
A class.
whatever a
Yeah.
class, and then boom, now we got a blue button once it's clicked. So we're not okay.
All
Okay,
right.
I think I got it.
So it said attribute is pretty powerful, especially mixed with like inputs and like sort of like images. So like say you want to do like SRC and then to like a really cool image, like I don't know, let's um I don't know, let's just call it logo. And then later on you say like image dot set attribute, and then you say SRC equals like a new image, let's say, right? And then that could
Bless
work.
you.
Thank you. I don't know what I'm coughing a lot recently. I think I'm getting old.
It's a COVID.
I guarantee you, I
You
stuck
got it,
that
man.
I stuck that Q-tip up my nose so far.
You got to tickle the brain.
I think I damaged the brain.
Dude.
Um,
The worst part about it when I got tested when it was like when all the teachers had to get tested, I went to some place thinking, okay, they're just gonna do the nose, and so I get in and they jam it up my nose. My eyes are watering. I was like, okay, and then she pulls out the other one. I'm like, again, but then she hit my throat too, back of my throat.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I just wanted to do a couple DOM exercises with you. So I have an index HTML here, right? And I think we did something before a long time ago.
Yeah.
We're gonna remove all this stuff, and we're gonna remove this stuff, and then we're gonna have an ID, container, and div. And then I'm just gonna start a live server.
Oh, I'm in the live server already.
Oh, no, I mean, no, I mean, if you look at my screen, you can see the output of like what we're gonna be working with here. Like, you see my screen? Yeah. So if I put like, I don't know, like hello world here, you'll be able to see it, right?
I gotcha. I see where you're at now. Yeah.
All right, and then just follow me into index.html.
I'm there.
All right. Oh, thank you. So right now we have something called a DOM, right? We have this HTML file, and it's holding an HTML tags, head tag, and the head tag is holding some meta tags and like the title. So over here, if you look at my screen, I'm closing stuff. Like the meta tag controls things like this name right here, it says document right now, but if we say like manipulate DOM, it'll say title, it'll change the title there, right? You see it?
Yep. I don't agree with the all caps, but it's
Cool.
yours. Oh man, all that COVID.
I guarantee my mom did get COVID though.
There it is.
But
Get,
she's been inside for the last like month in her house, just trapped with her
oh,
dog. No, week, sorry. But I don't know what it is. All right. So let's think about something to build.
through the DOM, like, because we with the DOM manipulation, we want it to be like I'm doing something on the website, and then something changes, right? So that's where we're officially
So I
manipulating it.
okay, so I built something cool the other day. How about we make two columns, right? And then inside of there we'll put some cards. And then if we press on add to other column, we can move it over and then we can move it back over.
It makes sense. I'm not sure code wise how it makes sense, how it works out. Because I'm thinking in my head, first I need the base, so I need 3 divs to start off with,
So
with two divs inside of one, or I guess two more divs inside of the container.
that's correct. So we have the container ID, right?
Yeah.
And then this will be display flex.
Flex.
And then I'll do flex one, so it takes up the whole screen. I think we can do it this way. And then and I think that'll be cool. And then we'll put columns, right, as class, and they'll take up flex one. And we'll just put a border 1px solid black like this. And then inside of our container, we'll have two divs.
So that's the classic columns.
Exactly. But why isn't it working now?
You don't have closing.
All right, so now we have two guys, and then we need a height. All right, well, hold on, check it. Oh, I guess the self-closing tag doesn't work inside of here.
That's what I was wondering, but only because it's a gigantic. I don't know if it's on yours, but on my VS Code, it's like a gigantic red mark.
It is on mine too, but
okay.
But usually you can self-close tags, but I guess not in HTML. All right, so you see how we have two columns now?
Yep, got them.
All right, so
now we need a card. You said cards, right? So we want like a cards class.
All right, so that's a good idea. So let's put a cards class. Sorry, hold on. Let me just get this all out of my system.
No, Minsu loves editing this out. Coughing ass. Get some water. Minsu, your editing's garbage. So what I'm thinking is a story I've been working on a little bit. It's called Minsu is a hot piece of trash. Oh.
Hey, dude.
I'm working so Minsu's got something to edit for you.
I want to make this video the hardest to edit for Minsu. That's my mission.
It's like the final straw edit video where he's like, no more.
No mas.
Yeah,
dude. I've been boxing a lot, dude. I found my love for it again, dude.
Dude, I'm so freaking jealous. Like, I'll talk to you after class about what's going on, but after this session. But yeah, I'm jealous because I saw some dudes South Korea like 38. I think one was 38 and 39 years old, like boxing in one of the tournaments. So just like, dude, there's no reason. I got one or two more in me, I think.
Get it in, dude. Get it in.
Yeah.
All right. So we got two columns, right? Let's just make just a practice one here just to see it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll make a cards and let's just give it like a height of like let's say like 300 pixels and then a width of I'd say 100% and then border 1px solid
purple. Oh, Dodger blue. There we go.
All right, so now we have like kind of like a card.
Hey, not to be persnickety, but can you change that to like 90%?
Oh yeah.
The width. So I see. Yeah, just so I see like it's not touching.
All right. Well,
did it work?
Hold on, let's try 70.
I think you got to get rid of the quotes.
Oh really? Oh. And then maybe we'll.
And now we got problems because it's not centered, you know. But anyways, I around.
All right. And you'd have to do like the justify content, center, brush here. I don't even know, or I don't even remember, dude.
No, you got to do it on the cards, or I guess you can do it in the column part. But if you just go to like margin auto or something, anyways.
I thought you would do it here, and then the parent would
on the column.
On the columns, yeah.
No, I don't think so because we don't have the doing it on the columns, but the columns are already taking up the 100%.
No, but the justify content is talking about the contents inside, and the line items is talking about the contents inside. I thought, but
you can do like the easy one, which is margin left, margin right, auto, and go for that. I know I always end up changing it because it doesn't end up how working like I want it to, but there you go.
Okay, so
sidetrack.
Oh, here we go. So now we have this, and then maybe we'll also do. All right, well, let's go with this, and then let's see what happens when we add like. So basically, what we want to do is we want to be able to click on a button inside of a card, and it goes here, and then if we click on it again,
it goes back.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Get rid of those cards, and basically in the script now, right? Basically, I know, right? that we're going to need a selector for the container, right? Let's say document dot, wait, no, let's go container equals document dot get element by ID
Container.
container. So that's gonna get the container, and then we're gonna need left column, right? And that's gonna be document dot query selector. Let's go query selector, and then we'll say inside of container the nth. I think it's the nth child.
Or the first column, right?
Yeah, so we gotta go columns. Do you remember nth child selector? So I guess.
I just remember like first child, and then I don't know after that.
Oh, there's a first. Let's try
I
this
thought
one.
the first child, first element child.
I think we can just do this. It's the first child in there, so just nth child one maybe. Let's see if that works. It would be fucking sick, right? And then we did right column, and that gave us nth child two maybe. So let's see if we get any errors. No errors. And console.log left column equals left column.
Right column, right column. Okay.
All right. Okay. Cool. So we did get it right. Nice.
Boom.
All right. Cool. Nth child is really powerful. Anyways.
Yeah, I gotta write that down because I way easier than the first child thing I'm thinking of. Because the numbers is a dead giveaway.
Sure.
As long as I can count, right?
Yeah. All right. So now we have let's say we have punch left cards. All right. Do some weird ass syntax on you.
What in the world?
And then on the left cards dot for each. I'm just blowing you away right now, aren't I?
Yeah, that's too much.
No, I'm kidding. So this is the same thing. I like to just gotta like, make the code look fancy. But honestly, when people do this, they're just trying to I mean, it is more comfortable once you get to it, right? But
Mhm.
this is just saying, hey, I want 5 array. So if I try this, it's just a range. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So it's saying like array 5 length, right? And then give me the
Mhm.
key. So at array of 5, what are the keys? 0,
0, 1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4.
4.
Yeah, right? Like, so if I did like array 5 dot keys, right? It'll give me some kind of iterator here. But then say that I just wanted the dot keys. I say I wanted an array, and then it'll give me like the
Oh, geez.
it's an easier way to kind of it's kind of like an easy way where you can make like 100 or like say you need a range like from 1 to
Mhm.
100. I always do it's code. I'll give you utility functions. So say I need 1 to 100 array. If I spread the array, it would be all undefined. But I say give me the keys of there, and then I'll say +1, and then I'll give it slice at 1, so it doesn't start at 0, and that will give me 1 to
1,
100.
2. Okay.
So it's just a short way, but yeah,
I have
I,
no idea what you would use it for, but
you
now I
always
know you can create it.
you always need like a range sometimes. So anyways, so now we can do like a for let I
Let
equal
I equals
0.
0. I less than left cards dot length. I
Sure.
plus plus.
All right, so you have like this kind of function, right? You have to set a bunch of like it's a lot of code you have to write out, right? For each will kind of just go through the whole loop for you. So I have an I here, right? And then I can just say inside a left column, I'm gonna say let's do this one. Const document dot create element with card equals document dot create element at
Div. So we're going to create a new div.
right? And then we'll say guard set attribute of class to
Cards.
cards, and inside of the cards dot um then we want 2 buttons, right? Or the add button. Let's just make the add button first. Move right button equals document dot get element. I'll show you an easy way to do this after,
Okay.
but we'll do it the hard way first.
So it's going to be get element and
No,
then
it'll be document dot create element
create element and then
button.
button.
Yes. And then what do you think?
The same thing with left, but I don't know. We're not
How about
doing left, right?
How about move right button dot set attribute? You say on click now, and then function.
So right now with this console log, we're going to see if all of this works, right? Just with our, and then we should end up seeing the console log make move right logic.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now we'll say card dot append. So we'll append child inside of him.
We're going to append the card, right?
We'll append first. We'll append the move right button into the card, and inside of the left column, we will append the child to the card. Right.
I
All
think
right.
I know what's going on, but not entirely sure.
All right. And then now we have a whole bunch of buttons, and then actually, we overflow scroll. Now we have a little scroller. Scroll. Now you see a button here, right? And then if we click on here, oh,
No, your screen's like your dev tools is way too big.
dev tools are way too big. How close
Yeah.
are- How about now?
It's still there. Hey,
What's up, boys?
What's up?
It's late, boys.
what time is it?
It's 11.
Dude, Phil's always freaking just rambling on about shit.
No, what can I say? I can't. It's saying that I cannot make an anonymous function here, but
This is the part where it's like always gets tough for me when I start I start creating those elements and then creating an element that I don't even see yet, and now I'm adding attributes to it or I'm changing it and I'm like, but I can't see it. So do you feel like there's a better because most of the time, like if I was going to create this card, I would do what we did at first, like what I want to be in the card, what I want to look like, and then capture that. Oh, now I can see everything.
everything.
Yeah.
All right, so I changed the set attribute on the move right button. Sorry, I'm cutting you off. I just want to get this get one of those cards moved to the right side. Continue it next time.
Okay, let's go
Yeah.
for it.
All right, so what I'll need to do now, right, is we need to make a const right cards, right, and then set some empty array. So now we have to kind of like give one of those indexes to the right card, and then reset the inner HTML, and then kind of like keep doing that, right? So
Every time we
yeah. So if we have a move right, it's gonna be a huge function. It's gonna reset our indexes. It's gonna reset the left cards for each. After we move one of those indexes to the right, and then we're gonna have to go back and forth. So let's give it a try. I don't even know if of course I can do it. Come on, Phil. All right. So right here, so you see it, there's a button, right? Anyways, it says move right logic, right?
No, your code is sitting on top of on your screen. Your VS Code is sitting on top of your live server. Is it like that on yours?
Yeah.
So whatever button you're trying to show me, I don't see it because your code's too big
I see.
on your screen on Zoom. I can see your code just fine because I have live server on the other side of my computer, but no, go to your VS Code and then close out your Explorer. Like click on your Explorer, that little top left button.
Is that good?
No, why is it? That's so weird. It didn't move at all on your screen on Zoom. It's like the same exact size. It still looks like your Explorer's open.
I don't know. Here, let's try this one then.
I don't know. You have to ask Minsu to see if he sees what I'm seeing.
Minsu, what do you see?
He's asleep already.
He's gone. Try this. Let's try. Oh crap! I'm gonna close that. That's in top secret information. All right. What do you see on my screen now?
Same thing.
Really?
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna request.
I'm gonna stop sharing now. All right, and then 1 second. Try to share. I want to see if there's anything going wrong with yours too.
Well, I'm gonna share my entire screen. I just don't know which screen is because they're both labeled the same. Oh my gosh! Stop doing this. You see mine?
It seems like you have a vertical monitor.
So I got it and like over here on. I don't want to put you in but it's like your stuff was all on top of each other, stacked.
Okay.
So I can't see. So I end up seeing like half of your code, and I think it's because everything we're working on is that left column underneath. It's just like for older Windows, how it's stacked, but it used to like if you click on the active window, it moves to front.
Yeah.
So, but for whatever reason, on Zoom when you're sharing, even though you might be moved to front on your computer, it's not moving to front on Zoom.
All right, well, let's just try it real quick. I'm just gonna
Are you using Windows? No, you're using Mac, right?
yeah.
So I think there's something you can do to make it so they stay equally the same size on each side of the screen.
I think
I know
it's too wide, and then I think it's just you're using the narrow monitor and I have a wide screen. All right, so I'm gonna try something here.
I just see all black right now.
You see all black.
Yeah.
You don't see anything.
Nope, just black.
Because on mine I see it. Now?
Nope. It looked like there's something there because I see the box and everything, but I don't actually see what's on your screen. What the hell happened? I can still see your code on live server, which is fine, but I just know for if you can see it and it's recording, then it's fine. I just can't see the. I wonder if I can do live share on my own.
What if I do like this? Can you see this on your screen now?
No, it's just black.
What
Try
about
stop.
What about on your VS Code?
I can see VS Code just fine. I can see you typing around everywhere on
Can you
VS
see
Code.
the live preview?
No, I can't see the live preview.
Oh, I put it all in one now, like that. What's going on, dude? Sick. This is so sick, dude. I got a full development environment right now, dude. It's fucking sick, dude.
Like ready to go.
No, I fucking I got this new extension. It's called Live Preview. I don't have to use Google Chrome, and I got everything in VS Code. I got the web browser in the VS Code. I got the
Oh dang!
console in the VS Code. Live Preview. It's fucking sick, dude.
How do I get that action?
Check this out, dude. I'm gonna take a screenshot for you to show you how it looks.
Boom! Now I see your screen. What did you do?
What?
Now I see your screen.
What do you see?
I see your Discord was open, and boom! Now I see like your whole full-fledged monitor. Now I see you taking a picture.
And now you see how it's fucking sick, dude. You see this shit?
Yeah, dude. It's the whole freaking thing. Manipulate DOM.
Yeah, it's fucking sick, right? I see the console here. Fucking sick,
Dude,
right?
that's dope.
Dude. It's fucking amazing environment right now, dude.
Yeah, this is the view right here. This is awesome. Now I can see everything.
All right, cool.
I don't know what you did, but it was like, boop, and then everything popped up.
Well, now we got write cards. So we need to move one of these guys over when we press one of the buttons to go over here, right? The first step we need to do is remove that index, right? We need to remove that whatever we click to go to the next, right? So at this place, I think I can pass index, right? Which is it's in the for loop. So if I click I, right, and I click on this, and if I click on this, I know I'm talking about. Oh no, I don't need to pass I here. I need to pass I here. Okay. Oh, if I click this, you'll see that I'm talking about 0, right? If I click this, you see I'm talking about 2, right? And maybe it'll make more sense if I did like r.inner text equals I. See that?
Yeah, the 0, 1, 2. Yeah.
All right, now if I click on this,
1.
now I'm thinking. And then if I reran the left cards dot for each at
40 times.
I removed one, but it reset the indexing, right? Hold on.
What are you doing?
I just deleted it. Why? I'm thinking, dude. I'm thinking. It's hard. It's harder than I think. Hold on.
Harder than you thought?
Yeah, harder than I thought. So left cards dot splice, and then I'll need to remove from the I at 1, right? And then if I console.log left cards after that, right? The one that I wanted to remove should be removed. So you see how 0 is removed from here now? 3 is removed.
Yeah. Shouldn't 4 be gone?
Yeah, but there, I needed to re-render. Oh shit.
Oh, you ended the collaboration, dude.
Oh,
That's how you feel about your code?
did I end that collaboration?
Let me see if I can just open up the previous one that you sent me.
Why not?
Yeah, it's closed. I need a new link if you want me to follow on, but I
Yeah,
can still see it on. I can still see it on your screen.
All right, let's just do that. I mean, I sent you another link, but all right. So at least you know what I can do here, and then I'm gonna take this function out. I'm gonna make a function called make card, and that's gonna take an index. All right, and then I'm gonna take all this bullshit out here. Oops, I can reuse it, and then basically.
So when you like I guess I don't completely understand the array part.
Yeah.
I mean, excuse me. Let me go back. Like, why aren't you just like, destroying and creating? Okay,
Yeah. But
but is it? I'm not easier, but like in my mind, you would like, oh, which one did you delete? Like, are you trying to keep track of everything via the array?
I'm trying to keep track of everything.
Okay,
But
I guess maybe that's why I'm not. I wouldn't be keeping track. I'm just trying to follow, make sure I know what you're trying to, what's supposed to be happening. So even if we, no matter what one you click on, based on the number that's in the array, on the right hand side, it should be inputting that into pushing that into that array. So if you click on 2 or 4, then it should be 2 and 4 on the right column, and then 0, 1, and 3 would still be on the left. And then again, clicking on the right column pushes it back to my question is, so say we push the odd numbers over to the right. And so now we have on the right column, we have 1,
0. Oh, 1,
1,
3.
we have 1 and 3. Let's say that, right? And so on the left column, we have 0, 2, and 4.
Yeah.
Now, what happens on the right column when I select 3? And I click on 3 on the right column, it's going to go back to the left column. Is it going to be 3, 0, 2, 4? Or is it going to go 0, 2, 4, 3 at the end? Can we
Well,
just decide?
what I would like to do is just put it back in sequence, right?
Okay.
But it's a lot easier said than done. So right now we have a make card function, and then we have a move right button, and then basically in here we can say append child make card index. Well, append child on node parameter 1 is not type node. Push right column append child. Oh, sorry. We're gonna take some logic out. We're gonna say const inner. We need these ones. That's gonna be the return card out of this function. And then for left card, we're gonna have left column append child, and then const card equals like this. That makes sense to me now. And then if I click this now, it should go over here now. We moved one to the right, right? You saw that? So now 1 is over here. You see that? But we have the first part of the logic that we created so far.
And so now we got to remove the 1 from the left column, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we have to remove 1. So
Or some type of removal function. Or what
yeah,
actually is it?
I'm thinking. But then after we remove, we also need to reset, right? And that's the hard part that I'm thinking about right now. Because so right now I can say const, so I can say basically left cards dot splice on the at index at 1. Then I can say left cards dot for each.
You wouldn't just because I know the logic is happening there, it's just the visual part is still there, right?
I'm just
So would you just remove the child? Do remove child at the end of it?
Is there a function called left child? Remove child?
No, remove child?
Is there something like that?
I don't know. I'm guessing it other than create element, right? I think there's remove. I don't know if remove child's the right one.
Well, here, let me and then I think I got it. Hold on. And then left
Okay.
splice, and then we'll say child left column. And then we'll say left column dot inner HTML will equal nothing. All right. We're trying, so our expectation here is this 0 is gonna remove here, and then 0 is gonna move here. Let's do it to 1. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so 0, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 is moved here, right?
Yep.
3. Now we're hitting a bug. 0, 2, 3, and then I got 3 here for some reason, right?
Because your 4 went down?
It's like an index is kind of getting messed up, so it's but at least we moved something to the right side now. I'm gonna push this code and then just take a look at it. I think it's a little bit interesting. So let's like figure it out together, and yeah, it'll be fun.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I'll work on some of this stuff, and then because I know you dropped a lot of stuff, and I took a lot of notes, so I know I got to look at some other things, and then get back in or like mess around with this DOM a little bit.
All right, dropping those knowledge bombs, man.
All right, dude.
All right.
I'll see you
All right,
later. Oh, hey, you're shot,
Ah, right.
dude.
Okay,
Mint's
let me
gonna-
get the code back up, and then let me share the screen again so we can get our screens there, faces there. Share and put the Discord. All right, and then I'm just gonna all right, and then I will do like this. No, I'm gonna
I'm
change.
ready.
I'm gonna change my camera. No. Let me move you over here, actually.
I got this logged up my nose for so long. I'm waiting for you to take that photo, man.
Dude, chill, please. I don't know how to use a computer. I don't know how to use a computer. Sorry. All right. I think I got it. All right. Now I can move this over here. You want to do a glasses photo?
You wear glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't wear my glasses too much.
Neither.
Dude, I would get in trouble all the time at boot camp because I don't wear my glasses. I wouldn't wear my glasses that much because my vision wasn't that bad. So we'd go wash our hands, take a shower. I take my glasses off and then we walk around and they'd be like, whose fucking glasses are these? And I did so many extra push-ups because I left my
Oh.
glasses everywhere.
Oh, I got ripped, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a photo. All right.
All right, ready.
All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you. See you next time. All right.
All right, later.